Hi, Will Stephen with SKB Cases. Today I wanted to show you an 88-note narrow keyboard case that we have available. This is our model number 3i5616KBD. This fits popular 88-note keyboards such as Nord, Yamaha, Korg, and Roland. Internally, we already have a couple pieces of foam that will be glued into the case. So the internal dimensions are 53 inches in length and 15 inches in width, and 6.5 inches when you have one piece of foam put in on the lid. Now, the amount of foam that we have is modular, so the great thing about this case is you can customize it however you see fit. With the lid foam, we have 8 pieces of foam. We have 4 of them that have the convolute on the top, and then we have 4 that are flat. So this gives you the option, if you have a taller keyboard, you can put 1 piece in. If you have a shallow keyboard, you can stack 2 on top of each other. Now, all of this foam has adhesive on the back, so you just remove a little bit, and then you can stick it right onto the case or to itself. This case does have a toe handle and wheels on the bottom side of it. And I'm going to set a keyboard in here to give you an idea of how this setup would go. So I have this beautiful Nord stage keyboard in here. I'm going to lay it in. And the great thing about being able to have these modular pieces is that you can avoid things. So like sometimes the power knobs in certain keyboard cases, they don't take into fact to one brand to the next brand puts a power knob in the different spot. So you might, hit that controller, you might be hitting a knob and you're not aware of it. So now you can kind of check where all your connections are and say, okay, well, this is where I'm going to put the pieces of foam. So I have the pieces of foam that we have down here. We have 6 2-inch thick pieces of foam. We have 4 1-inch thick pieces of foam and 6 half-inch pieces of foam. So for this keyboard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoot it to one side so I'm not using a ton of foam. I'm going to look to see if there's any connections that I'm going to bump into, and it looks like I'm doing fine here. So I'll have these 2 pieces to keep it in nice and snug in the back. And then what I'm going to do is put a couple 1-inch pieces on the side. Actually, I'm going to put 2 on each side. And what that'll allow me to do is that'll leave me space, so if I wanted to put a hand in here to lift it out, if I have somebody who's going to give me a hand, hopefully, they can do that. So then once I wedge the pieces of foam, then it's all set into the keyboard case. And then, of course, I would want to make sure that I put the convolute foam in the lid. With this particular keyboard, what I would probably do is I would probably stack both pieces of foam on top of each other, and that way when it goes down, it's a nice snug fit on the keyboard. So this keyboard case is available now, and for more information, go to skbcases.com.